Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Today I am working on a companion piece to this particular layout. This was done for a YouTube hop that Sarah Scraps hosted in September. It was a back to school hop. If you're interested in that, you can, I'll put a link to my other video in the description down below, and then in that video description box there's a list of a whole bunch of people that are playing along. But today I'm working on just a companion piece, and I'm not using the same background paper. I'm using this ledger paper, and it is from, actually it's not from this, even from the same collection. It's a Studio Calico piece of paper, I believe. But all of these other pieces of paper that I'm layering into banners, those are all from the same collection, and it's an older collection from Simple Stories. And I know I want to do these vertical banners because the other piece had banners on it as well, although they were horizontal. So I decided to go with these vertical banners to just bring that same feel across to this second page. And I am documenting the same trip that we did to NASA to study the JASON project, which we were studying Mars and Earth and the differences between the two and such. So I wanted to have a little bit of continuity. I don't want them to be exactly the same, but I'm carrying the same papers across, the same colors across, the same type of banner look across, but that's pretty much where it ends. I do have some sketchy lines drawn around all of the banners like I do in the other one, and so I think it's enough to bring the two pages together, but not have it look like a double page layout, and that is totally fine with me. Now, for all of you people out there who have trouble mixing your creams and your whites, here is a layout with cream and white on it, and hopefully it doesn't really bug you. It doesn't bug me at all. I treat cream as just another color in my layout, so if it was blue, I would put lots of different kinds of layers of blue, and I'm going to do the same thing with the cream and the same thing with the white. Now my background isn't white, it's this red color, and it's really hard to tell if the lines are true white or if they're cream, but because I'm bringing in several different layers of white and cream, it doesn't really matter. So if you just treat it like its own color rather than as though it's supposed to be white, it's a lot easier to work with mixing cream and white together. So, and I really end up liking the way it looks. I am going to have a little cut file down in the bottom right hand corner, and it is a white piece of paper, but I've backed it with cream and color, so it ties it all together. Hopefully you'll be in agreement that it looks okay. So I'm just starting out by doing these messy, sketchy lines, and I've been doing this quite a bit lately. I don't do it on all my layouts, but I do like the look of it. It's kind of that messy, sketchy look. I like it on kids' layouts especially, and school layouts. It kind of adds a little whimsy to it. And my photos, I'm going to be backing those. And I can't decide right off the bat if I want them in the lower right hand corner or if I want them up over those banners. And then I pull out the cut file, and that is from the September, I'm pretty sure it's September, the September Creative Cuts Club release. And if you're interested in that, you go to Redefined Creative, and that's creative with a K, and you'll click on a link for Creative Cuts Club, and you get several cut files. You get some epoxy flare and some sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and several other different little fun items to work with for your kit each month. And so check that out. It's a lot of fun. I'll put a link down below for that as well. And I'm going to use the 3x4, not 3x4, those are not 3x4, those are 4x6 cards. I'm using some 4x6 cards from this collection that have a little bit of blue in them to back my photos. And the reason I did that was I thought about using that wood grain, but it kind of made everything a little bit too dark, and I didn't want to add another neutral type color, and the wood grain with the cream and the white it wasn't doing it for me. So I decided to add these 4x6 cards, and they have blue in them. They're not solid blue, but they also have the other colors that are in these banner pieces because they're all from the same collection. So I thought it was a good match, and I'll go ahead and just use those. And then I play around with layering up my banner pieces, and that's something that I kind of struggle with here and there, but I don't know. Once I get it working, it's fine. It's not a problem. But when I first start doing the banners, I'm like, oh yeah, how do I do this again so they don't look like they're all lined up in a row and whatnot. So these two that I just cut, I want to make them a little longer. They're going to be hidden behind my photographs, so it doesn't matter that there's a cut and a gap in the middle. And in fact, a little later on in the video, the longest banner piece, I'm going to have to cut that and stretch it just a tiny bit as well, and it doesn't show. So it's hidden by the photos, and I'm not going to worry about it. Now you saw my ATG ran out of tape, so I had to go and replace that and then come back. What I don't want on those banner pieces is the fishtail of the two pieces to line up next to each other so they just look like one diagonal piece. I want them staggered top to bottom. So I'm playing with that a little bit. I do want the color on the bottom of the banners to show. I like that. I will be using a little bit of embellishments from this collection, and then some other embellishments that I believe are just from Recollections, and they are pieces that were the leftover pieces from the package that I used on the previous page. And so they say stuff like I love nerds, or they have little glasses and such. And so I use those on this page also to continue tying the two pages together. And there's where I spanned the gap there. And then I am going to go and cut this other banner piece out that you see there, and I'm going to actually put that behind the photo as well, another layer of banner. And that particular one actually does have white and cream stripes on it, so it's the perfect piece to tie all of these white and cream pieces together. I left the little arrows at the top, and I want those showing just behind my photo right at the top. I like how that looks. It's kind of like a little bit of an embellishment built in. And I'm going to try not to put my photo upside down there. And this is just this group of kids that my kids hung out with. It's our homeschool group, and we did a lot of learning together and a lot of school projects together, and actually we even took a trip together. That was all one large field trip over an entire weekend. So this little calculator is from the Recollections package that I have left over, and then this particular piece is from the Simple Stories collection, and I'm only using a couple of pieces from that. I didn't need it to be super super embellished. There's already a lot going on here between the cut file and the banner pieces, so I don't have a ton that I need to do, and I like it. I like the simplistic look of it, but actually it doesn't look simplistic. It just it came together simply. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm having trouble talking today, getting my words out. Anyway, I'm almost done with the layout, so stick around for the close-ups. They're going to be coming up in just a few moments. I don't know if you are one of my regular viewers. You might have noticed I have not posted every Sunday. I've been a little bit behind since I took a little vacation, and I'm still trying to get at least one video out a week, whether it be for a YouTube hop like Stretch the Sketch or Off the Board, but it may not always fall on a Sunday. So hopefully you can bear with me, and I'll get back on track pretty quickly, I hope, although the holidays are right around the corner, and you know what that means. All kinds of stuff going on, and everybody has limited time, so we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, you can drop me a note down below if you have any questions or comments. I'd love to get back to you as quickly as possible, but sometimes that doesn't happen right away, so bear with me. I will get back to you. I do respond to comments, although I might not be as quick as I'd like to be. So stick around for the close-ups. I will see you next time. Have a great day, and thank you so much for spending time with me.